all this needs to be dropped now if you still have it. He had a belief that when I really have to do closed eyed samadhi for a long time and I will see some blue light, yellow light, golden light. And that is the meaning of I'm seeing pure consciousness. Is it going to be like that? Huh? You're expecting some golden light, some blue light, yellow light. These are good in kids' stories, huh? This is not real. I hope you've grown up from those stories. It's not real. Maharaj has made enough fun in the earlier chapters about these things. Yeah. So if you watch the online videos, I have even read a chapter ahead where he's made direct fun of these things. He calls them pakhand, dhongi. Yeah. This is all hypocrisy. It's not true. You're not going to see any golden light, yellow light, blue light. Mind story. There's nothing like that that is going to happen. There is no special energy that is going to pull through the chakras. No, none of this is going to happen. Yeah. Nothing is going to happen to your breath. Oh, the breath went all the way up. No, nothing is going to happen. None of this, none of this. All this would be then be limited to the waking state, no? Because this body is limited to the waking state. Yeah, I hope this is very clear by now. If you've done all the chapters till now, what was the definition of samadhi that Maharaj gave? Not using the witness consciousness is samadhi. These are the words. Not using means if I use the witness consciousness to focus on breath going in and out, I'm making the witness consciousness forcefully a doer, yes, and it has to observe the breath going in and out. I'm making use of the witness consciousness. So this is not samadhi, Maharaj said. I'm forcing the witness consciousness to chant a mantra. I'm forcing it, no? I'm making use of the witness consciousness to chant a mantra. This is not samadhi. I'm forcing the witness consciousness to take the attention from the base of the spine to the top of the head. I'm forcing it. Yeah, movement of the prana. Is this samadhi? No. You're making use of the witness consciousness. So that is not samadhi. Yeah, so become very clear. Very, very clear. Making use of the witness consciousness is not samadhi. Those who started the samadhi practice from Drigdrishya Viveka, are you using the witness consciousness? No, you're just staying as the witness, pure witness. Yeah? Remain as the witness. Whatever happens, let it happen. Not using the witness consciousness is samadhi. So if you want to follow Maharaj, see that you follow 100%. Huh? You can't have one foot in the Dvaitam boat and one in the Advaita boat. What is going to happen? Poof, you're going to drown. You're not going to be here, you're not going to be there. So are you there yet, where you have discarded all these uses of the witness consciousness? Mantra, sound, breath, yeah, whatever. Wherever you use the witness consciousness, that is not samadhi. Doing anything other than being a witness is not samadhi. So if you have to chant a mantra, it's not samadhi. It's lies, fake, pakhand. He said yesterday, leave it to the hypocrites. Drop the traditional standards. Discard the traditional standards. These are the traditional standards. Chant a mantra, look at the breath, worship the Guru, devotion, which he called puja yesterday. Do the puja, chant, repeat the name of God again and again and again. All this is not samadhi. Not samadhi. So if you're following Maharaj's path, follow it to the T, 100%. Otherwise, you're going to drown. 1 foot here, 1 foot here, it won't work. He's opposite of the Dvaitam path, completely opposite. He explained what mantra will do here, right? He said it envelops the witness consciousness. The witness consciousness will take the form of whatever you give it. Yeah, your faith will win over destiny. But then somebody asks, but all this is it of any use? He says none. Only stick to one idea. I am the witness. Yeah, so if the IQ is low, which means vairagya is low, dispassion towards the waking state is low in the person, he says, okay, you play with a mantra sometime, some years. One day you will come around that it is futile. Then I will take you to this high IQ knowledge. I am the witness. Has this become very clear for everyone? No, then you have made use of the witness consciousness. You're fooling it even more. Now there is no way to go back to that. Now it's stuck in the foolery and it enjoys the new self foolery. Right? Yesterday he said, no, drop the dhong, leave it to the dhongis, leave it to the hypocrites. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, he was very clear about this. He was so clear. If you hear the words in Marathi in the documentary, he says to the low IQ, give them the mantra, don't waste my time. Because the person's vairagya had not developed only to that level that they would be able to do self inquiry. Are you recognizing how much you have to really work to do proper self inquiry? Don't you realize the struggle with the ego? Yes, constant struggle. There's so much resistance from the ego, and you want to. It's not that you're doing it forcefully, you're doing it because you want to. You want the ego's guard to be down. Somebody with a low IQ does not want his ego's guard to come down. So Maharaj doesn't waste time with him. Let's just give him a mantra and be done with him. Let him leave. Ramana Maharshi did the same thing. Somebody else is not getting it. You just do Vedic chanting. That's all. Don't waste my time. Only the people who are really there. Start them with self-inquiry. You follow the eye, get to the source, recognize the source is nothing but silence, and then you sit with Ramana only in silence. You need supremely high IQ to do that. Yeah? Not intelligence quotient, but spiritual intelligence quotient. Yes, you're not in sleep. You're completely aware that you're the witness. And just staying as the witness, recognizing there is really nothing like waking state, dream state, or deep sleep state. These are just terms. Yeah, I'm simply the witness of my own projection. And just staying as the witness till the witness collapses. The moment you recognize the witness collapse in samadhi, there you recognize that you are pure consciousness. To know the source means to be the source. It cannot be done with breath, it cannot be done with mantra. Impossible. Mantra and breath cannot go there. Mantra, breath belong to the body mind. The Vyakti is so far away from the Avyakta. The Vyakta is in the middle. You need to understand in India, there are two kinds. One is the spiritual shopkeeper, and one is the true guru. These true gurus are very few and far. They are remote. They are not sitting in the marketplace. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? Spiritual shopkeepers are everywhere, ready to take your money in a jiffy. In India, in the ancient traditions, there was a caste that made money only by scriptural recitation, by doing worship, by doing only religious things. It was a certain sect of society. Most of them moved towards spiritual shopkeeping. That is the problem. So Westerners get confused. Now, am I at a spiritual shop or am I at a true guru? Yeah. That is why you should first do your homework. Where are you going? Yeah. You see Maharaj, you hear about him, you did your research and you found, this seems like the right path. He's not here for money. He lived in a very small place and he was content. He opened his house for everybody. Come, whoever wants to come. Westerners came. He was not interested in money, publicity, nothing. It's the Westerners that used to ask somebody, please translate, because Maharaj used to not speak in English. So they used to ask the translator, what is he saying? They wrote down. This English book is actually the notes of the Westerner. Yeah, it's just been put very beautifully together. His notes, her notes, her notes. We take all the notes and we really come down to what Maharaj is saying. Still, there are some errors. Obviously, they don't know the language. Yes, this is a real guru. Ramana is a real guru. He doesn't care for your money. Keep your money in your pocket. What's the point of your money, he says. Yeah, out of your love, out of your gratitude, you donate, they'll take. Yes, obviously it helps. But they are not there to become businessmen and rich out of it and build a mansion out of it. That is the sign of a true guru. Is that, I hope that is very clear. Most of you Indians already know this about India. Yeah? It's a hard pill to swallow. They keep quiet about it, but they know it's the truth. Yeah. So Westerner must do his proper research, proper investigation before getting into the path. Best is to avoid something where money is involved. How can the teacher who is lusting for money get me out of the lust of money, my attachment to money? How can he get me out when he is only asking me for thousands of dollars? $200, instant enlightenment this weekend. How? How will it work? No, he is the true guru who says, I am not a guru. If you've done a little bit of Ramana, he says your true guru is within. You look within. He is not outside. And what do the spiritual shopkeepers do? They tell their close people that you come and worship me in front of the entire audience so that the entire audience also follows you and worships me. Yeah, they are putting water on their own head, putting flowers on their own head. There are gurus like that. So then what do? Oh, you follow the crowd. Yeah? It's herd mentality, that's what it's called. 10 people are doing it. Oh, let me do. Maybe, I will get something. There, you follow in line. And that's where the whole mess up has happened. It's become an industry here, spiritual industry. So you have to be very careful, very careful. Quiet mind only means that these vasanas, that where the witness had the vasana, it stopped jumping and recognized that, oh, it's futile. It only creates more sorrow for me. Like in yesterday's chapter, Maharaj says, good desire or bad desire, it is going to bring sorrow. Witness learns that, understands that, really sees that, and stops jumping. When it stops jumping in with desires, it stays as the witness. It notices past thoughts come repetitive and oh, it's nonsense, utter rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. You remember in yesterday's chapter, Maharaj said one sentence, I do not have any desires and I do not have the compulsion to satisfy any thought that arises. That means the regular repeated thought arises. but he does not feel the compulsion to jump in, claim ownership, and either do it or not do it, whatever. There's no compulsion to satisfy. No, you're expecting quiet mind means thoughts also should not be there. That is not a possibility. That is again what a spiritual shopkeeper tries to sell to you. And then you're like struggling hard. I should reach a point where there's no thought, no thought, no thought. Happens for 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes, and again back to thoughts. Because that is natural. That is the natural projection. You're trying to change that which is not in your control. The projection has already been projected. For example, a director has already written the movie, already produced the movie, it's already running in cinemas. Now you're saying stop, silence. This sound movie should become a silent movie now. It's not possible. You're trying to change the projection, you're trying to change what is not in your control. This is what a spiritual shopkeeper will sell to you. You're enamored by such a thing. Wow, silent mind, I want it. Samadhi is not using the witness consciousness, simply being the witness. There is nothing else that is Samadhi. All else is lies. Oh, no grace, no blessings. Maharaj will shun all these words, huh? No miracles. You've already done these, no? In the previous chapters. No miracles, no grace, no blessings, nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's your own projection. There is no God out there to bless you. There is no God out there to. No, no, no. Guru out there also. Guru is also here, inner. Okay. That is your own projection, no? I am only projecting. I am only God. I am only Guru. I am only projecting. So I projected a period of silence when none of the thoughts arose. That's it. Stop fooling yourself. He kept saying yesterday, stop fooling yourself. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You want to believe that some past practice that you did, some past guru you went to, that was a good thing that I did. The ego wants to hold on to it. Maharaj is saying, no, all stories, drop everything. No, there will be the option of desire, but you will know that desiring itself is pain. You won't do it. You won't want to do it. Yeah? There is never a desire to do. What is. And it's fantastic. Whatever it is, fantastic. Then it comes from the flow. There is a demand. When there is a demand, there is no option but for the body to supply. There is no resistance also, and there is no craving also. Both are desires, huh? I don't want this. Is a desire. I've explained this to you recently. I want is a desire. I don't want is also desire. No resistance. Okay, this is the flow. It comes my way. It corners me. You have to go. Okay. When you don't desire, everything comes to you. You just remain as a witness. Whatever vasana is coming up because of your uh, repetitive actions, repetitive beliefs, repetitive assumptions of the past. It's coming from your conditioning. Conditioning leads to the generation of vasana. Yeah. So I cannot now attack past conditionings. All I can do is remain a witness to their emergence. Because it is only my reflection. Everything is my reflection. Yeah. Your son, your daughter, your wife, your husband, your wife, your friend, your spouse, your colleague. Everybody is just your own reflection. Withdraw, withdraw. Slowly, the outer follows the inner. The outer obeys the inner. Has to. Projection is inside out. So naturally, a point will come when this outer body mind will follow the witness. You just stay, you just stay. Yeah? What really discourages you is the ego's attachments. That is why be honest about your attachments. Write them down. If you've not started writing it honestly, face them, write them down. I'm not looking at your book, I'm not even asking you what they are. It's your own personal experimentation. Be honest now, get serious.